About heroes. I am your co-host, Daniel Perez.
And I am Messi Morales, and we are your unqualified heroes.
Yes, spin the wheel, see if you can get $500 or $5,000. I try to be a game show host. I couldn't do it. This is why I'm not a game show host.
And moving on.
Anyways, moving on. So, this is episode 17, aka episode 3 of Secret Invasion. If you have not seen Secret Invasion, specifically episode 3, I don't know why you're listening to our podcast. Actually, I do know why. Because we're cool. And because we don't just talk about Secret Invasion, we got news to talk about before Secret Invasion. So, Messi, I'm going to hit you with the first piece of news.
What happened?
And that is, I'm going to tell you what happened. So, Daredevil is back.
Yeah?
In She-Hulk.
Of
We
course.
saw him in She-Hulk.
Yeah, we saw him in She-Hulk.
But we do know the actors have stunt doubles.
They do.
Because they can't do it all.
Yeah, they can't all be Tom
However,
Cruise.
they can't all be Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise be just jumping off a cliff. He's the guy that's, you know when you say, if your friend jumps off a cliff, would you too? He would do it.
Yeah, he's the friend.
He'd be like, okay. He's the friend that would jump off a cliff. Yeah. So, or maybe he's the one jumping off the first one jumping off the cliff. I don't know. But so the Daredevils, Charlie Cox's stunt double actually said that the new Daredevil that was shown in She-Hulk and is presumably filming or already filming, like the show itself, is garbage. It's like he said it's too much CGI, which is interesting.
It is not interesting. Let me tell you why it's not interesting. Because we predicted this when they announced Daredevil was coming to the mouse. He has allowed the mouse bought everything back from Netflix. It's like, y'all got my stuff. I want it back. Give me my Daredevil. Give me my Iron Fist. Give me my Luke Cage. Give me my Jessica Jones. And we predicted this. We predicted the show's going to be too flowery, too tacky, too whatever. Now, look at that. I am not 100% surprised that the CGI will be bad on this show.
Yeah, he said that the Netflix show had a lot of like practical effects with the way Daredevil would move around and jump around and all that stuff. And this Daredevil that they showed in She-Hulk, and I assume that he's talking about the show as well because they did film most of it. They might still be filming, I'm sure, because it's 17 episodes. But he's just saying that they used just a lot of CGI on Daredevil's like acrobatics and stuff, which sucks because he just said it looks too animated. This is what Disney did. Where's my camera? To Daredevil. If you're not watching on YouTube, go ahead and watch on YouTube. Hit that like button, and you would have saw what I just showed the screen because it was actually kind of funny. But that's basically Disney to us Marvel fans that like Daredevil, the original. That like the original Daredevil. So I'm a little bit worried because if literally the stunt double of Daredevil is Cheeks, then probably sucks.
Probably does.
But I love Daredevil so much. It's one of my favorite all-time superhero characters in general.
It's really, I don't know why. Even on She-Hulk, like the stuff that he did, like acrobat stuff like that, it looks very bad because it was 100% CGI. It was not him, Charlie Cox, or his stunt double doing whatever he did, and it's very noticeable. And it's gonna be crap. And if the show is like that, we are screwed. No, we're not screwed. They're screwed.
They're screwed.
They're screwed.
The mouse always wins.
For some reason. And guess what? You know what pisses me off the most? That we're gonna complain.
Is that we're still gonna
watch it. It's our fault. It's literally our fault. Everything that's going on Hollywood is our fault. We complain. We bitch. We there's a strike, a writer's strike is happening right now, and guess what? We don't care. Guess what? Because we're still watching everything that they give us and
We're
spending
still
our money.
watching.
We're so I don't even know how to describe it. We're so dumb to it. But guess what? I'm here every week watching Secret Invasions. I'm still here expecting Daredevil to show up.
I'm still gonna watch
I'm
it.
still gonna watch
and I'm
it.
still gonna have a podcast about it.
Exactly. But yet again, we still complain. It's still gonna watch. At this point, I am not surprised if the show is bad CGI wise. I don't know about the acting or the story because we don't know much about it. But we saw Moon Knight, and Moon Knight was crap in the CGI.
Whoa.
Don't try to save it. Come on, you know it's true.
Don't be hating on Moon Knight. Moon Knight is a top 1 or 2 MCU show.
It's not. But CGI, come on, dude. He looked like a freaking Play-Doh toy. Just like with his arm like that, and he's building his suit. It's like, dude, a kid drew
That was cool.
Yeah, if it was a little
it.
more practical than CGI, because he was CGI and the suit was CGI, not just the suit. It was everything was CGI.
But the suit looked cool.
After the practical, after the CGI part, and then went practical. Yeah, it was cool. But we still saw
you're talking about the transformation.
The transformation, yeah. Not the suit itself.
Yeah.
Transformation.
We
complain. But we're still here. We're still making
and we're still gonna be here.
We're still making episodes every week talking about how we hate everything. We're still watching it. We're like the most fakest fans and the most realists at the same time.
That's what it means to be a fan. A fan means fanatic. We're fanatics. We're crazy. But we're gonna move on to the next topic. And Messi, you're gonna have to say something to the audience, because if the audience has stuck with us for at least recently, you said your own words that the Flash would make $1 billion. And the Flash has bombed. It is going to lose Warner Bros. More money than any other Warner Bros. Project in the history of Warner Bros. And they're literally taking it out of theaters because of how much it's bombing. What do you have to say?
I take it back. 100%. All my predictions for the Flash were not there. Anything that we talked about the Flash before were not there. Our expectations for the Flash were probably there of how sucky it's going to be. But most of the part, they were not there. So, I take it back. I will give my excitement after the movie's out and I see it. Before I'm like writing this movie until it comes out. So, I take it back. Movie was utterly bullcrap. I'm happy that
it wasn't complete bullcrap. We gave it a 6. A 6 is not terrible.
That's bullcrap. A 6 is bullcrap.
It's okay. It's popcorn.
Exactly, bullcrap. So it goes. Remember, every animal crap has a different stage. So like, good shit is like good. It's good shit. Bullcrap.
Still good.
Yeah, good shit is a 7. Bullcrap is a 6. Dog shit is 5. And then goat shit is like, that's it. You're there's no number other than that. So like So this is bullcrap. This movie was bullcrap. It's a bullcrap movie. Now I'm happy. I'm happy that I was wrong.
I will say, I don't think it should be bombing that much.
Why?
It's not goat crap. It's just bull crap.
That's what I said. It's a bullcrap movie. It's a 6 out of 7.
No. I know. I'm saying, going with your logic, a 6 out of 10 should not be bombing that much. Not worst in Warner Bros. History.
Okay.
It shouldn't be losing Warner Bros. $200+ million. That's too much.
I think
for the type of movie that it was.
I think the reason why is because of him.
Yeah.
It's 100% because of him. A lot of people are still mad of the way that they did to the other actors, especially Henry Cavill. they fired Henry Cavill, but yet again they still had Ezra Miller on the Flash. That thing that cut or scar is never gonna go away. It's gonna stay there forever.
You're scarred forever.
You're scarred forever. That the fact that your studio that brought you Henry Cavill as Superman and also Ezra Miller, and then fire Henry Cavill and kept Ezra Miller after all the things that he did. Of course you'll be mad. I'm not. If they didn't hype this movie so much, if Tom Cruise didn't come out saying, "Oh, this movie is gonna change your life," I probably wouldn't even watch it. I probably said on this podcast before I was not gonna go watch it because of Ezra Miller, but because the studio, James Gunn, I trust James Gunn. After this point, I don't know. After he said the movie is good, I don't know if I trust him no more. He lied to us.
He did lie.
He did lie to us, but yet again, I think he had to lie because his studio now.
It's his studio
now.
So.
He has to hype it up. Doesn't matter what.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what. Just like Kevin Feige, he cannot say a project is bad. He cannot, because if he says something,
That's true.
Well, if Kevin Feige, the head of Marvel, says the movie is crap, why would we?
I would not watch it.
Exactly.
I would not watch
There's
it.
no point of watching it. So I take it back 100%. I thought it would reach at least $1 billion, but you also got to think about all the stuff that was going around at the same time.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Spider-Verse is going to reach $1 billion now, because we got Spider-Verse, we got The Flash, we got Transformers, we got Fast and Furious, we have Indiana Jones now on this month, we got Oppenheimer, we got Barbie, we have a lot of movies coming on like back to back, and then people are like, okay, times are tough right now. It's not cheap to go to the theater. Like, for me to go to,
it's not.
Like, to me.
And if you're gonna spend money to go on a theater, you're like, well, I want to see a new movie.
Exactly.
So then you watch a movie, and Spider-Verse can't gain enough money because no one's rewatching it enough.
And that's how.
There's too many new movies.
That's how they make money.
They might suck, which most of them have, but they're still new movies.
And people want to see
with
them.
Big names. They're big name movies.
That's the thing too. They're big name movies, and people want to see them. Like Indiana Jones. I saw that movie. I wasn't too wow with it. Yet again, I didn't see 1 through 4, but yet again, I didn't know he time travels. I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, my friend from work told me to tell you this, so I have to tell you this. Because he saw your video that you watched the movie and you didn't see 1 through 4, and you were surprised that they time travel, and he was like, "What? You didn't see 1 through 4?" So he's told me to tell you, boy. So I
don't know what that means.
I had to tell you that.
He
was just boying you. He was just saying that, like, bruh.
Because they time travel?
No, because you didn't see 1 through 4.
Oh, it's okay. I am not going to hold my breath on it. After watching this, no.
But 1 through 4 wasn't owned by Disney, right?
Nope.
Exactly. So it's different.
It's different. Lucasfilm buzzed by itself at that moment.
Right. But I do want to say something. Earlier, just going into our next topic, since you have now publicly apologized to the audience.
I'm sorry, guys.
We were talking about Henry Cavill, how he got fired, and talking about toxic DC fans, toxic superhero fans in general. Snyder fans, they're crazy. They're nuts. They will suck Zack Snyder's toes if they could.
Sean.
And yeah, Sean, you would suck Zack Snyder's toes. Anyways, everyone, they go crazy for the Snyder cut of Justice League. You know what they also go crazy for? Henry Cavill. You want to know what's funny? Henry Cavill prefers the regular version cut of Justice League over the Snyder cut version.
I saw that interview, and he actually said that. I was blown when he actually said that.
Shook.
I honestly,
and he meant it. He wasn't joking.
I I mean, okay, you can pick your battles, you can pick your preference, you can pick whatever movie you like. The Zack Snyder one is the what could have happened movie. It's not the movie that happened. So the Justice League, the Joss Whedon one, is the happen movie. So it's like it's more connected to everything else. Even though on the Flash movie they mentioned stuff that happened on the Snyder cut, but that's whatever. So we don't know if the Flash movie is connected to the Snyder cut or to the Joss Whedon one.
We never know.
We'll never know. But it's the same bullcrap though. It is the same movie, but just with extra scenes. I mean, if again, we can't hate him because of his opinion, but he's dumb.
I think he said because he liked it was like more lighthearted, like a happier version of Superman.
He was barely in the movie. I don't get it.
But he was more in the movie than the Snyder cut.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
Okay, I seen both movies
Because the Snyder cut is so long, it makes Superman's time much shorter.
I guess. If you want to say it like that, then I guess everybody's time is shorter in the Snyder cut. I guess I don't know. Because the freaking does so many slow motion movies. I mean scenes. There's too many slow motion scenes on that movie. I think if they cut the slow motion scenes, the movie would have been like 3 hours long, maybe 2.
It would have been.
But he comes out at the same time that he does on the Snyder cut and on Justice League. Obviously not same time hour wise, but the story makes sense when he comes out.
Same part of the story,
yeah.
Yes.
So it makes no difference if of the Justice League one he does more time than the Zack Snyder one.
I don't. Maybe he didn't like Black Suit Superman.
I don't know why they put the black suit for that specific movie. I didn't mind it, but it didn't mean Hope as the red and blue one.
Yeah. I didn't understand the reasoning behind it, but
It's a cool suit.
I'm sure someone will blast us on Instagram.
Zack Snyder.
Some Zack Snyder fan would. But
Sean.
anyways, it's just a nugget of information for all you crazy Zack Snyder fans out there. Guess what? Your golden calf of actors, Henry Cavill, likes the Justice League version of it. So sorry guys, you got to deal with it. But that's all the news we got for pre-Secret Invasion spoilers. And yeah, now we're just gonna jump right into it. So if you haven't seen it, what?
Before we move on, our next episode will not be a Secret Invasion episode because Mission Impossible is actually coming out on Monday for some reason. I don't know why, but it's coming out Monday instead of
Super weird.
whatever.
My theory is they wanted to have. He really fought for IMAX, and they didn't want to give it to him because of Oppenheimer and Barbie, mainly Oppenheimer.
But that's so
I
far
think
ahead in the
by
month.
releasing it, it's next week.
Yeah, but
No, not next week. The week after.
Oppenheimer is all the way in the end of the
Is
month.
a week after. Oppenheimer is a week after Mission Impossible. Well, now a week and a half because Mission Impossible is on Monday. I think they did it on Monday to give it more showings for IMAX and just more showings in general. Because like we were just saying, movies are not getting enough tickets because no one's rewatching it and stuff. By releasing it earlier, it gives it a little bit more time to get tickets.
Makes sense.
It's a theory.
Theory.
Don't know if it works.
Yeah,
but
could be. But I want to do. I am looking at the IGN review. 7 IGN. Y'all know it. We know it.
7GN.
But they actually gave it an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10.
That's good.
I mean, last one was pretty good from what I remember. I'm not like
The last one was the best Mission Impossible.
I don't know. I got
In my opinion.
The one that I really enjoy a lot is Ghost Protocol.
Ghost Protocol? That was also a really good
that
one.
That one's pretty cool.
That one is right under the last one for me.
That one I remember the most because I saw it in Puerto Rico. They have this like ghetto night that stands around the corner. They sell like those DVDs of a person recording in a theater.
Oh my
I used to
gosh.
watch it so many times on that DVD.
You got a pirated version of
Yep.
Mission Impossible.
Yep. Bro, in Puerto Rico, you gotta do what you gotta do to watch movies, bro.
They got movie theaters in Puerto
Yeah,
Rico.
they ain't cheap either, so we gotta do what we gotta do to watch a new movie. Hey, I still watched it. I don't have it no more, obviously, because I was years ago when it came out. But I love that one.
That was
Um,
before the streaming service.
way before streaming services. It was insane.
That was when Redbox was a thing.
Not even. I don't think Redbox was a thing at that moment.
It might have been.
Probably. I don't remember. Oh, it's years ago. But according to Danny, he loved the last one. Probably this one will be better than the one before.
Could be.
I'm excited for it.
But it's a part one,
I don't get it. This is,
just like Spider-Verse. It's part one.
and Fast 10, like they're doing a part one out of part of 3 movies. I don't get it. We know you're gonna make another one. Why call it part 1 and part 2 and part 3?
Yeah.
I don't get it. It's the same thing. I guess that's the thing now with movies. We know they're gonna make a sequel, but whatever.
That's the thing now. So yeah, we're doing Mission Impossible, and yeah, that'll be the next time you hear us speak. And then we got a lot of stuff planned after that.
Yeah.
And Messi will be on a cruise, and it's just all sorts of things.
Aruba,
But for now, yeah, he gonna be.
Yeah, I'll be cruising.
If you want to sponsor Messi's GoFundMe and get him some linen pants, get him some nice shirts, get him some sandals and all this stuff, you can go ahead sponsor Messi so he's not buying off of Shein, because Shein likes child slaves. So, but he needs sponsors. Go fund me. Go fund me, Messi. It's gonna.
Hollister,
It's-
if you're listening, I will wear your merch
Be a model?
and model your big boy stuff, because I so far you only got skinny people stuff, so I can be your big boy model. And
They're releasing a new line, the Big Boy model.
big boy, hey, big boy summer coming up, right?
Big Boy Summer. I don't think that's how it works. Oh no.
All right. Okay.
Okay, Secret Invasion,
Secret Invasion.
episode 3. Full spoilers ahead. It was a night episode.
It was a good episode.
It was a middle episode. We're now at the midway point,
Yeah,
I
mid-season,
guess.
Yeah.
And it was just I like personally the second one was the best to me so far.
So far, yeah.
I thought the second one was really good.
This one was interesting. There was a lot of little things that this episode was like, okay, that's cool that they are. We knew about the Super Scrolls, but this was the first episode that they do actually mention Super Scrolls.
Said the name.
So I was like, okay, they're doing the Super Scrolls without the Fantastic Four. That's cool. But it kind of makes sense, because I saw a theory on TikTok today about the episode today, and they said this is how they're gonna include the Fantastic Four. So
Well,
eventually-
remember the scrolls have been a thing since at least the 90s.
Yeah.
And I believe the Fantastic Four is probably going to set in like the 60s or something. So
I don't think that old. That's really old.
I think they said like there'll be like a flashback in the 60s, and then they'll be like fast forward. I don't know.
60s.
I heard something about the 60s.
I don't think it's that
related
far.
to the Fantastic
60 is
Four.
a lot. Like, they're gonna be like around their over 50 years
60
old.
years old.
Yeah, they're gonna be.
I
old.
guess that's true. I don't know. I saw something about being the 60s. Maybe not.
I don't know.
Maybe I'm tripping.
But okay, so you remember last episode they showed like four individuals of aliens, whatever, and DNAs and whatever. Okay. Mr. Fantastic has the stretchy power, whatever. That's
Yeah.
Groove. We have the Iron Man 3 villain with a fire guy. That's Human Torch.
Yeah.
We have the alien from like a minion of Thanos, the big one that was fighting Iron Man and Spider-Man on. Then he got his hand cut off.
Yeah.
Thing, and the Frost Giant from Loki, the Invisible Woman. So that's the the powers that the Skrulls are gonna get, because there's a scene on the trailer that we see Gavin or whatever his name is, like stretching his arm, just like Groot does on some scenes,
Oh, really?
and
I don't remember seeing that in the trailer.
yeah, and that's a very similar resemblance to Mr. Fantastic with his stretchy arms. So I don't know if this is how they're gonna do it, like involve the Fantastic Four, because again, these Super Scrolls in the comics is a version of the Fantastic Four with all their powers. So they have
Yeah.
the Human Torch, the Mr. Fantastic, the Thing, and Invisible Woman, all in one scroll. So that's the whole Super Scrolls comic book storyline with the Fantastic Four. But obviously they haven't introduced yet. Eventually, I think this is how they're gonna eventually introduce them. So that was a pretty cool theory that I saw, and
That's interesting.
we saw
Yeah.
in this episode that he already has powers.
Yep.
When
We saw the Iron Man one
yeah, I was like,
when he got stabbed.
oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. I actually, fun fact, way back when McDonald's still does it, but like they give you the toys, and I was a kid, I have a scroll with all the Fantastic Four powers. It's like a little toy. I don't have it anymore, but I used to have it. So.
Dude, if you could have kept that, you know how much money. You know how much
You're right.
money.
Could have. Or had all the powers. You saw like the.
Oh my.
Well, I guess you couldn't see the Invisible Woman one, but you saw like an arm with the
Like clear.
with the thing, and then you saw the Human Torch and Stretchy. Is pretty dope.
So ashamed of you
It's
right
dope.
now. So disappointed.
I didn't know. I was a kid. I should have kept it. I
Yeah,
don't know.
it's fine. It's fine.
But yeah, so we saw that, and we got development. We found out Gaia was
Good person this whole time.
whatever it's called, a good person. Yeah, she was actually a good person, but then she died.
Dude,
Is she dead? I don't know.
I
Do you think she's dead? Look, that is. Let me just say this real quick. Amelia Clark is a high level character, like a high level actress. So like, you have to be paying her a lot if you're gonna keep her for future projects. But also, you don't just get a high actor like that and only keep them for 3 episodes. You know what I mean? So I see both sides. You think she's dead?
if she's dead, I feel Thanos is gonna go rampage and like, okay, y'all effing with the wrong one. But
Thanos?
No, not Talos.
Oh, Talos.
But
Well, she did turn back, and usually when they die, they turn back to their normal form.
Yeah,
And she turned back to her normal form. And I was like, maybe she is dead.
she is dead. I okay. So on that scene happened, they held the shot for a good 20, probably like 15 to 20 seconds long, and the car already passed by with Gavin. He drove off, and they hold the shot. I thought she will stand up like gasping, like
Yeah.
didn't breathe, because I think
Like she had a
like a bullet breath
vest
or
on or
yeah.
something.
And she played it off. She like, okay, he shot me. Let me drop dead on the floor and change to my regular form. I thought they were gonna do that, but they didn't. And I was like, no, they did not just kill Emilia Clarke. I cannot go through this again. I went through this on Game of Thrones. I cannot go over again on this killing Emilia Clarke. They cannot kill her again. They cannot. By the way, I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan, so if you're listening. I can't wait for season 2 of House of Dragons coming up eventually. But yeah, they cannot kill her off. I was so bad. I was like, I was disappointed with the show.
That's crazy. To have that high level of an actress only for 3 episodes. I don't know.
Maybe apparently, I don't know if this is true, but I saw another theory that she may get powers as well because she was in the room when they used.
That's what I was thinking. What if she got power, like healing powers or something?
Yeah. So we'll probably find out next episode.
We probably will. You're right. Probably find out next episode. But something that I want to say was, You know what? Actually, there was another piece of news. But before I go to that other piece of news that I completely forgot about when we were talking about news, did you finally notice the music this time? The doo 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 doo. You didn't notice it? It's so cool.
No.
I
skipped the intros for.
Yeah, but you still hear it. You still hear it throughout the show. It's cool.
I will listen to the episode again, and I will let you know off.
Don't skip the intro this time.
I will listen to it off air, and then let you know off air that I
cool.
watched it.
It's cool.
Yeah.
But last piece of news, real quick, because I totally forgot about this earlier. Doctor Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch, said that he is filming scenes as Doctor Strange for a movie next year. Not a movie coming out next year, but a movie that will film next year. Unknown movie. We don't know what it is. Whatever he's going to film next year, he is going to be Doctor Strange in that movie. What is it going to be?
Blade.
What's your theory?
I think it's Blade.
Really?
I think it's Blade.
I can see it with the Illuminati, right? Is that what they're called?
Sons, bro.
Midnight Suns, that's what I meant.
Illuminati is the other group.
All right, so I'm no longer the co-host of this show.
Oh my god. Get back here. Yeah, Midnight Suns, dude. Midnight Suns.
This is why we're unqualified. That's what I meant. Midnight Suns. That would make a lot of sense. For Blade. Yeah, that'd be cool. Anyways, I just wanted to bring that out because I totally forgot about it earlier. Something I just thought about this time. I don't know. I didn't think about it in previous episodes, but because I thought of it because I saw Nick Fury's wife, and when he first met her, he was like, "Oh, so this is how you're going to look, basically, for however long you choose." It made me think. Skrulls, they can literally choose whoever they want to. They could choose the baddest looking guy or girl on the planet, like that they see. They could choose a 6-pack person, 25-year-old 6-pack person, and some people would just be choosing like a 50-year-old fat guy. You know what I mean? Like why? You could be choosing a baddie, like looking all big ass. I mean, I'm just saying. You got options. You can go for the best looking people. Why not go for the best looking people?
Ugly people deserve love too, Danny. Not all can be as skinny and have abs just like you. Let the ugly people shine, okay?
If I was a Skrull, I would pick someone that's 6 foot, okay? I'm just saying. No reason to pick anything under 6 foot if you're a Skrull. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, they're a cute couple. Him and
they are.
Him is a Skrull.
They are. I'm not saying them. I'm not saying her specifically. I'm just saying in general of Skrulls, they can pick anybody. And it just it reminded me because she chose her, and I was like, huh. Other people, they just be choosing. They just be picking like, huh. You know, I'm gonna pick them. I wonder what goes through their mindset. Like, why not go for? Maybe they're an alien. They all look the same, so they don't care about abs or titties or I don't know. Maybe they don't care.
Maybe we're not as shallow as you right now. You only care about.
Maybe not. Maybe I'm just really shallow. I'm just saying. You got the choice. It doesn't affect your personality. You don't get their personality. You can if you want to work for Gavin, but
I don't know.
It doesn't affect your personality. Why not just get a good looking person? Anyways, I just wanted to point that out there. But I really don't have anything about this show that was like so special. Besides 2 things. 1 was at the very end, but we'll talk about that in a second. 2 was when they were trying to stop the submarine attack. Oh, the plane attack with all the NATO people. Given the fact that they blew up thousands of people in the first episode, I genuinely didn't know if they were going to stop it or not.
Yeah.
Like, I was normally, if I was watching this and any other Disney Plus show, I'm like, they're going to stop it. Like, I'm just waiting for him to get the code, and then they stop it. I was genuinely like, dude, they might blow up. Like, I genuinely do not know if they were going to die.
No
and I like that. I like that because I didn't know. And it was so cool to not know what's gonna happen next because everything's so predictable. But it genuinely was not predictable. I didn't know.
Yeah, I had no hopes for Nick Fury and Talos to overcome that situation coming from the very first episode. So I was in the same boat. I was like, okay, all these people are dead, gone, bye, peace out. And then Nick Fury is like, okay, he shot him. Give me the code. Like I'm gonna blow up another one in your head or in your other head if you get the rhythm. And then Talos took the gun. It's like he got fed up. He didn't want to. So I think with Talos, his character, I think he when Nick Fury left, I think he was the one with the idea of the evil scrolls, like what Gavin is doing. And
really?
I think I don't know if it happens.
Interesting.
I think he realized like we're hurting too much people and hurting my own kind. And then he stepped away. And then when Nick Fury did that, he shot the guy. That's when Talos took over. And then the guy kept pushing Talos with his daughter and then all that stuff. And then when he mentioned that his daughter is double crossing Gavin, then he used emotions took over and killed the guy. Like I think that hurt him the most, in the sense like he didn't want to kill his own kind.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the reasons why he's not with Gavin. And earlier in the episode as well, Nick Fury asked him, "Why didn't you take the deal to be with Gavin?" And he says, "I didn't take the deal because I'm with you, with Nick Fury." So I think he had the idea of it, but I think Gavin is doing it the wrong way. I think when he realized Gavin is doing what he's doing, that's when he stepped away. I think that's what happened between them two.
That makes sense. Like trying to complete. Well, because Talos wanted to coexist, and Gavin wants to just completely wipe humans off the planet. Yep. So it makes sense.
I wouldn't be opposed if I was a Skrull. It's like F all humans. But I'm not a Skrull. I'm a human. So don't kill me, please.
So don't die. Here's a theory. Well, it might not be a theory, but it could still be a theory. I don't know if you noticed what I noticed at the very end when Nick Fury's wife was on the phone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in the end. Yeah.
And there was a voice.
Sketchy.
I heard Rhodey.
You think that was Rhodey?
You don't think it was Rhodey? I heard Rhodey. I'm like, that sounds like Rhodey. And it made me think, because of that interaction with Rhodey and Nick Fury. Mm-hmm. Is Rhodey a Skrull? Is the Rhodey that we saw a Skrull? Because I think that was Rhodey on the phone. And it makes me wonder if Rhodey's a Skrull.
Could be. It could be. I didn't think about it. I mean, he was acting.
I think that'd be a huge plot twist, Rhodey being a Skrull.
I mean, I think it could be because this show, he's been acting different from what other movies or shows we have seen him on. But it could be a reason why he's different is because he has a different role on the government now than before. That could be another reason why he's acting different. But that could be a good theory that he could be a Skrull. But the thing that I didn't get 100%, that whole conversation that she had, and that she went to the bank to get the safe deposit box, whatever, and then she pulls a gun out. One, why would you have a gun in the safe deposit? You can literally have it in your house, car, whatever. You literally have to do all this. Unless that gun holds a very specific bullet for a very specific person or kind.
I did not think about that.
Like, I don't understand. Like, everybody
I thought
had a gun.
The gun had fingerprints.
But she holds it, though.
Of someone. Yeah, her fingerprints of she killed someone, and if that gun is found, and if anyone else finds that gun, they could trace the DNA back to her and be like, you're the one who killed whoever this high valued person or important Marvel
Gaia?
person
You think
is.
Gaia? She could be the frame for Gaia, and then Talos goes against the wrong person.
Could be Gaia, could be Rhodey. Nah, not Rhodey, but like it. What I'm saying is like that's what I thought. But I like your theory of that bullet being like an important bullet that could affect a very important person.
I don't know. It's a theory because for X-Men Origins, on the very end of the movie, they had a bullet specifically for Wolverine that he gets shot with it in the head or something. It will not kill him, but it will erase his memory. That's what happened in the movie. That's why he doesn't remember anything from his past. I don't know. This gun may have something similar to that, like something specific to stop the scroll. But yet again, regular bullets kill scroll, so I don't know.
But maybe not a super scroll.
But do they know about super scrolls yet?
I think she might know.
She may have, yeah, because she's a scroll. She may be listening about stuff like that. But I think she's in it, on the whole situation with Gavin. I think she's on Gavin's side, but Nick Fury doesn't know yet. Because in the end of the conversation, she goes, "Can I speak to Gavin first?" And then the call ended.
Yeah.
So, or is she the lady that introduced Gavin to Nick Fury when on the second episode when he was a kid? That she has like a special relationship with Gavin, like a mother-son type of thing. I don't know. I don't know if this is the same. I don't know if they name drop her. I gotta rewatch the episode, I guess. But there has to be something. There has to be something between them, because she felt the same way that every person that's connected to Nick Fury when he left after the blip.
Yeah.
So there has to be something. There has to be something that they're not telling us that Nick Fury doesn't know yet.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
Episode 4, it's gonna tell something. Episode 5 is gonna be the best episode of our life, and then episode 6 is gonna suck balls. So
it's gonna suck balls. It's just the way it goes.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's just the way it goes. But there's a lot of things that could happen. And while this show was, let me phrase that. This episode was slower than last episode. I am still like enjoying the show overall and excited for the future episodes because I really don't know what could happen.
And I like
there's literally so many things that could. This goes back to like WandaVision era, not to the degree where we're really like coming up with theories like every 2 seconds, but with WandaVision you didn't know what was going to happen next, and with this show you don't really know. It's like Mephisto. You can have an idea, but you don't really know. It could be Mephisto. Mephisto is actually Gavin.
Do you imagine that? Oh my god, that would be like the huge plot twist.
Bro, I would, my head would just come off my body. If they just revealed it as Mephisto, I wouldn't even know what to think.
Yeah, I think it will be too weird. Like leave the Mephisto stuff alone. I'm happy they haven't brought it up in forever, the Mephisto jokes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Then we just
I don't know, but it's I'm interested for next episode. Yeah. But since we're talking about Mission Impossible, we'll probably do like a 2-minute recap on Secret Invasion. We might be like, oh, this happened. And then we'll go straight into Mission Impossible.
Or we can have a double feature on the following episode. We can have 4 and 5.
That's what I meant to say. Ignore everything I just said. Well, we're not going to have a double feature because you're going to be cruising. So we're going to go back. You will be cruising. No, you won't.
No, I won't.
You won't be cruising.
I won't be cruising.
I'm going to look at the schedule.
Yeah, let's look at the schedule.
You will not be cruising. We are doing our podcast with Earth 838 that week.
the week of.
Fun fact, audience, we're doing fun episode 838. Yeah.
So,
We're going to do a double feature with them, episode 4 and 5.
yeah.
Yeah. If you didn't know that, now you know. Even Messi surprise.
Hey, I don't do the scheduling or.
He doesn't do the scheduling. I handle the scheduling.
I don't
so.
know nothing.
That's some behind the scenes of Unqualified Heroes if you didn't know. But that way we're not annoying our audience with our stupid stuff. That's basically all I have for the episode. I don't know if you have anything else for the episode.
I don't think so. I think we.
There wasn't much to talk about. It was more just like development and our theory, some theories, but like we don't really know. Until next episode, I think a lot more will be revealed, and we'll talk about a lot more. But we did have our news, so we talked about a bunch of news and Mission Impossible next week. If you have not seen, if you just don't remember Mission Impossible, go on YouTube, watch like a
recap or something.
What you need to know before watching Mission Impossible, and boom, now you're ready. You can watch Mission Impossible. So that is basically our episode. I hope you enjoyed. You can find me at Danny42 with 3 N's because 2 is taken on Instagram. Let me know who you are so I don't think you're a spam because I get those at least twice a day and I always delete it. Or you can follow him.
Yeah, you can follow me at Messi.17_ on Instagram. But if you don't want to follow me or Danny, you can always follow us on Unqualified Heroes on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. We don't really use Twitter. It's just whatever. But to listen to our podcast, you can always go to YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Comment, share, subscribe on YouTube so you can always get the latest notification of our stuff. And also turn on your notifications on every platform that we're on because we are posting constantly stuff about our episodes and recent news that we don't even talk about on here. So
I do have I do have two things. One, I forgot my number 1. 2, I will be moving somewhere in later in the year, but I will be knowing where I'm moving next Thursday. So you can drop in the comments if you think I'm staying in the U.S. or going to Europe or going to Asia, Europe, or staying in America. You can drop in the comments your theory of where this old lady will be going next. So, who knows? I don't know where I'm going next. Like I said, I found out on next Thursday. It'll be interesting to see. We'll see. It'll be an interesting time zone difference between me and Messi recording podcasts if I'm in a different country.
Yeah.
It's already an issue when we're recording with other people. So when we're recording with guests. So we'll see how that goes. Anyways, no, my other thing that I was gonna say was I still don't remember. So you can just continue with what you were gonna say.
I'll qualify you.